My dear children, enter into the stillness with me now. Imagine the gentle glow of altar candles flickering in a quiet chapel, their light dancing upon the stone walls. Feel the hush of the air as the sound of a distant bell lingers in your spirit, calling you to draw nearer. Picture sunlight streaming through stained glass, painting the room with colors of grace and peace. Hear the soft whisper of silence that rests upon your heart, inviting you to breathe deeply and know that I am here. You are not alone. In this sacred space, I, your Father, have drawn you close, for I long to speak to your weary soul. Every word you have spoken to me, every sigh, every whispered prayer, has risen like incense before my throne, filling the heavens with fragrance. I receive your prayers with tenderness, with delight, and I treasure each one. Do not let your heart be troubled by silence, for even in the moments when you feel unheard, I am listening. Stay with me now, my dear children, for I will remind you of the power of prayer, the strength of your cries, and the certainty of my answer. I see your hearts, beloved ones, and I know how heavy the weight of unanswered prayers can feel. You wonder if your words vanish into the air, if your petitions are lost in the vastness of heaven. But hear me clearly. Every prayer you offer reaches me. Nothing escapes my ear, nothing is overlooked. Just as incense fills a room with its fragrance, so too do your prayers rise before me, leaving their mark in eternity. My dear children, I have not forgotten you. I have not turned away. I hold your words, your tears, and your longings as a father holds the precious treasures of his children. I have gathered them close to my heart, and I respond in the time that is best, in the way that brings life, healing, and glory. Remain in my presence throughout this message, for I desire to fill you with peace, hope, and assurance. I will remind you of promises that never fade. Let your heart rest in my love and allow my spirit to bring renewal. My dear children, prayer is not a transaction, but a relationship. It is the fragrance of your heart reaching mine, and it is my love flowing back to you in ways beyond what you can see. Do not measure prayer by the swiftness of answers, but by the closeness it creates between us. When you speak to me, heaven listens. When you cry out, I respond with compassion. Even when my answer seems delayed, it is never denied. I move in wisdom far beyond your sight. I work in layers you cannot yet understand. Remember the words given in Scripture. The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. These are not empty words. I inspired them for you so that you would know the truth your prayers carry power because they are joined to my spirit. Do not despise the quiet seasons, for even in silence I am shaping, guiding, and preparing the way. Imagine incense burning on the altar, its smoke curling upward, filling every corner with fragrance. So too do your prayers rise continually before me. They saturate the heavens. They become part of my holy dwelling. Not a single word fades away. Not a single tear evaporates without being seen. Every plea is precious to me. Your faith, even when it feels weak, delights my heart. My dear children, I call you to trust me. When you do not see the outcome, know that I am still working. When you feel your prayers fall back in silence, trust that I have stored them. When the wait is long, hold fast, for I am faithful. I remind you of my promise in Jeremiah. Call to me, and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. Trust that I answer not in haste, but in perfection. My timing is not delay, it is preparation. I am your Father, and I will never abandon your voice. When you pray, you are not knocking at a locked door, but stepping into my presence where love abounds. I lean close to hear you. I rejoice in your words. I draw near in your cries. Even the prayers you cannot put into words, the sighs, the aches of your spirit, I understand them fully. My spirit intercedes for you with groanings too deep for words, shaping your longings into petitions before my throne. Do not give up, my dear children. The enemy would whisper that your prayers are wasted, but I tell you, they are eternal. They are seeds planted in heavenly soil, destined to bear fruit in season. Some answers bloom quickly. Others grow quietly in the hidden places until the time is right. But every seed is alive in my care. Let prayer be your lifeline, not your last resort. Speak to me in the morning light, when the world is still. Whisper to me in the heat of the day when burdens press heavy. Rest with me in the night when shadows stretch long. Know that I am near, always listening, always present. I call you to see prayer not as a duty, but as a delight. Come to me with boldness, as beloved children who know the door to their Father's heart is never closed. Speak freely, for I will not cast you away. Bring your fears, your joys, your disappointments, and your dreams. Bring them all, and watch how I transform them in my hands. I have promised to answer. Some answers come as peace that calms the storm within you. Some answers come as strength to endure what feels impossible. Some answers come as open doors you never imagined. And yes, some answers come as closed doors that protect you from harm. Trust me, my dear children, for my ways are higher than yours, and my plans are always for your good. So let your prayers rise continually, like the incense that never ceases to burn before my throne. Let them fill the air with fragrance, a reminder that you are deeply loved and always heard. As you pray, know that you are never alone, for I am with you, holding you, blessing you, guiding you. My dear children, let your hearts not grow weary in prayer, for prayer is the steady flame that keeps your faith alive. Just as the lamp in the temple was never allowed to go out, so I invite you to keep the fire of your communion with me burning continually. When the world distracts you, return to me. When you are pressed by doubt, call upon my name. When you feel dry and barren within, pour out your soul, and you will find that I am the fountain that never runs dry. There are times when you whisper a prayer in haste, perhaps on the way to work, or in the midst of a burden you cannot shake. Do not despise those moments, my dear children, for even the smallest prayer carries weight in eternity. The brief sigh, the quick glance toward heaven, the single word spoken in desperation, all are gathered into my hands. Do not think that only long, eloquent prayers reach me. The cry of your heart is more powerful than 1,000 empty words. I see you when you kneel at night, weary and uncertain, wondering if I notice your struggles. I see you when you rise early and seek my face before the day begins. I see you when you pray over your loved ones, asking for protection, healing, and peace. My eyes never turn away from you. I hear the sound of your voice as clearly as if you were the only soul in all creation. That is how much you matter to me. Do not compare your prayers to others. I do not measure your worth by the strength of your voice or the beauty of your words. I look upon your heart. I listen to your sincerity. The prayer of the weakest child carries more power than the roar of nations, because it is breathed in faith. Your prayers are not weak when they are united to my spirit. They are strong, unshakable, and everlasting. Think of prayer as a river flowing from your heart into the eternal ocean of my presence. Sometimes the river feels shallow, sometimes it runs strong, but it always moves toward me. And as it flows, it gathers strength, it nourishes, it carves a path. So too does prayer shape your life and the world around you. You may not see the erosion of hard places immediately, but over time, the persistence of prayer smooths the rough stones and brings forth streams of life. My dear children, many of you have asked me, "Why do you delay? Why do you not answer when I call?" I tell you now, delay is not neglect. I delay because I see the whole picture. I know the path before you. If I gave you everything the moment you asked, some blessings would wither in your hands, unready to be received. But when I prepare you through patience, when I strengthen you through endurance, then the blessing I give will root deeply in your life and bear fruit that will last. Consider the incense once more. The priest placed it upon the altar, and it did not vanish instantly. It burned slowly, curling upward, filling the holy place with fragrance that lingered. So it is with your prayers. They are not consumed in a single moment. They continue to rise, to spread, to fill the atmosphere of heaven, until their fragrance surrounds my throne. Every prayer lingers before me. None are forgotten. Hear me again, my beloved. The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. Do not doubt this. Do not let despair steal the truth from your heart. Your prayers can move mountains, not because of your strength, but because they rest upon my authority. I delight in partnering with you, my children, to bring my kingdom on earth as it is in heaven. When you pray for healing, know that I am the healer. When you pray for provision, know that I am your shepherd, who leads you beside still waters. When you pray for forgiveness, know that I have already washed you clean through the blood of my Son. When you pray for peace, know that I am the Prince of Peace dwelling within you. Every prayer finds its fulfillment in me, for I am your all in all. My dear children, never underestimate the quiet prayers spoken in hidden places. The prayers you whisper when no one sees, the petitions you make when you feel forgotten by the world, these are precious jewels in my sight. They may not be noticed by others, but they shine brightly before me. And in the hidden chambers of heaven, I weave your hidden prayers into answers that will one day be revealed with glory. Let prayer be not a burden, but a breath, not a duty, but a delight. Speak to me as freely as you breathe. Tell me your joys as well as your sorrows. Share your laughter as well as your tears. I do not tire of your words, my dear children. I do not grow weary of your voice. Every moment you spend in prayer deepens the bond between us. Remember also that prayer is not only asking, but also receiving. When you still your heart, when you quiet your soul, you will hear my whisper. I will guide you with peace. I will direct you with clarity. I will comfort you with truth. Do not rush away from my presence, for in the waiting I pour out treasures that cannot be found anywhere else. Stay near, my dear children. Let your prayers rise like incense. Let your faith remain steady. And let your hearts trust that I am working all things for your good. I am with you always. I am listening always. And I will answer always in my way, in my time, and in my love that never fails. My dear children, you often wonder if your prayers reach beyond the ceiling of your room. You wonder if your words, so fragile and trembling, can carry weight in the heavens. Hear me now. Your prayers never vanish into emptiness. They travel straight into my presence. They arrive like a song, like a fragrance, like a steady flame that I cherish. I treasure them not because of their eloquence, but because they come from you, my beloved ones. Your voice matters to me. Your sigh matters. Your cry matters. Every whisper finds its way to my heart. Think of a child who brings a simple gift to their father. Perhaps it is nothing more than a wildflower picked from the field, or a drawing scrawled in shaky lines. To the world, such a gift may seem small, but to the Father, it is priceless because it carries the love of the child. So it is with your prayers, my dear children. They may feel small to you, but to me, they are treasures of love, and I receive them with joy. Prayer is not about moving me against my will. Prayer is about drawing you into alignment with my perfect will. When you pray, you open your heart to me, and I pour myself into you. When you call upon my name, you invite my presence into the details of your life. When you wait upon me, you allow my spirit to shape you, strengthen you, and prepare you for what is to come. There are times when I answer swiftly, surprising you with immediate peace or provision. There are times when I answer slowly, allowing you to grow, to learn, to deepen your trust. And there are times when my answer is different from what you expected, yet it is always for your good. Trust that I see more than you see. Trust that I hold the past, present, and future in my hands. Trust that I am weaving a tapestry so beautiful that one day you will marvel at how every thread, even those that seem dark, contributed to glory. Do not despise the waiting, my dear children. Waiting is not wasted. In the waiting, I refine your faith. In the waiting, I strengthen your endurance. In the waiting, I teach you to cling to me more than to the outcome you desire. Remember that the greatest gift is not the answer itself, but my presence with you through it all. When you pray for healing and must wait, I give you my comfort that surpasses pain. When you pray for provision and must wait, I give you my peace that surpasses anxiety. When you pray for direction and must wait, I give you my nearness that surpasses confusion. In every prayer, answered or still unfolding, I give you myself, for I am the treasure your soul longs for above all things. My dear children, prayer is also a shield. It guards your heart against despair. It lifts your eyes above the storm. It anchors you in truth when lies surround you. Do not neglect this shield. Hold it firmly. Let prayer be the rhythm of your days, the breath of your spirit, the anchor of your soul. Remember that I do not ask you to pray alone. I have given you the gift of my Spirit who dwells within you, interceding for you with groanings too deep for words. Even when you cannot find the strength to speak, even when your lips fall silent under the weight of sorrow, my Spirit prays through you, shaping your heart into prayers that reach my throne. You are never voiceless before me. You are never without an advocate. Think again of the incense that rises in the temple. It is not hurried, it is not frantic. It rises steadily, filling every corner, saturating the air. So should your prayers be, steady, patient, continual. Do not rush your communion with me. Rest in it. Linger in it. Let prayer become the fragrance of your life. My dear children, I want you to see that prayer is not only for requests but for relationship. Speak to me, not only when you need something, but when you simply want to be with me. Share your joys, your gratitude, your wonder. Let prayer be the song of your days, rising at dawn, echoing at noon, resting in the quiet of night. I delight to hear it all. Do not fear that I grow weary of your voice. A father never tires of his child's laughter. A mother never grows weary of her child's words. So too, I, your Father, never tire of you. You are my delight, and your prayers are music to my heart. Beloved ones, I call you to persistence. Do not give up. Even when you do not see the results, keep praying. Even when the answer is delayed, keep pressing into me. Even when others mock your faith, keep believing. For your prayers are building something eternal, unseen by the eyes of men, but seen clearly in the courts of heaven. I remind you again of my word. The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. This is not only for the saints of long ago. This is for you today. You are my children, made righteous by the blood of my Son, and your prayers carry the weight of heaven. Lift up your hearts, my dear children. Do not let despair silence you. Do not let doubt steal your voice. Pray with faith, pray with love, pray with trust, for I am here. I am listening. I am answering in ways greater than you can imagine. Let your prayers rise like incense, filling heaven with fragrance, filling your life with my presence, and filling the earth with my glory. Stay close to me, my dear children. Speak freely, listen deeply, and trust completely. Prayer is your lifeline to my heart, and I will never cut that cord. Hold fast, abide in me, and know, beyond all doubt, that you are heard, you are loved, and you are never alone. My dear children, let your hearts rest in the truth that I am closer to you than your very breath. When you pray, you are not sending words into the distance, hoping they will reach me somehow. You are speaking directly into my presence, for I dwell within you. Your prayers do not travel through miles of silence. They are birthed in my Spirit who already lives in your heart. This is why I say to you, never think your prayers are small. Never believe they are weak, for they are united to my eternal power. Do you remember how incense fills every corner of a room? Even though it begins as a single spark, it spreads and saturates the air until it touches everything. In the same way, your prayers touch realms you cannot see. They touch lives beyond your own understanding. They bring light into places that seem unreachable. They release my grace into moments that are yet to come. When you pray, you are never only affecting your own situation, you are aligning with my kingdom, and the ripple of your prayer extends farther than your eyes can imagine. My dear children, I want you to understand that your prayers have eternal value. Every time you call upon me, you are building treasures in heaven. You may think you are simply asking for help, but in truth, you are sowing seeds that will never perish. Your prayers are woven into the fabric of eternity. They are recorded, remembered, and carried into my everlasting plan. There is no wasted prayer, no forgotten plea, no overlooked whisper. Consider the saints who have gone before you. Many of their prayers were not answered in their lifetime, yet you now live in the blessing of what they sowed. So, too, many of your prayers will bear fruit in generations to come. What you pray today may bring life and freedom to those who rise after you. Trust me. for your prayers carry weight across time itself. Do not be disheartened when you do not see immediate change. Imagine a seed planted in the soil. For many days nothing seems to happen, but beneath the ground, roots are spreading, life is stirring, and growth is taking place unseen. So it is with your prayers. Beneath the surface of your life, I am moving in ways that you cannot yet perceive. And when the season is right, the fruit will break forth in beauty. My dear children, there are moments when you feel too weary to pray. Your heart feels heavy, your mind clouded, your spirit weak. In those moments, do not despair. Simply lift your heart to me, even without words, and I will hear. I know your needs before you ask. I understand the cries that never find their way to your lips. I cherish the prayers that come only as tears. I gather them as precious jewels, and I hold them close. Never believe that unanswered prayers mean abandonment. I will never abandon you. My silence does not mean absence. My timing is not neglect. When I appear to be silent, I am inviting you to trust deeper, to lean closer, to grow stronger. In the silence, I refine you. In the silence, I prepare what you cannot yet see. In the silence, I am working for your good. Prayer is more than asking, it is abiding. When you pray, remain in me as branches remain in the vine. For apart from me you can do nothing, but with me you will bear much fruit. Let prayer be the abiding place of your soul. Speak to me throughout your day. Whisper my name in moments of joy. Call upon me in moments of fear. Rest in me when you feel alone. I am here, always listening, always loving you. My dear children, I remind you again of my promise. When you draw near to me, I will draw near to you. Prayer is not a ladder you must climb to reach me. It is the embrace of a father and his children. When you turn your heart toward me, you will find that I am already waiting with arms open wide. I long to be with you more than you long to be with me. I desire your voice more than you desire to pray. I seek your presence more than you seek mine. Such is the depth of my love for you. When you pray, do not come in fear, but in confidence. Approach my throne with boldness, knowing that you are welcomed, cherished, and beloved. You are not intruders in my presence, you are my sons and daughters. You are not strangers at my table, you are family. Your prayers are not interruptions to my kingdom, they are the very fragrance that fills my dwelling. My dear children, I ask you to persevere. Pray continually. Do not let the distractions of life silence you. Do not let the busyness of the world steal your time with me. Make prayer the rhythm of your days, the anchor of your nights. Let your homes be filled with prayer, like incense that never stops rising. Let your families be strengthened by prayer, like walls that protect from the storm. Let your communities be transformed by prayer, like gardens watered by living streams. Prayer has the power to break chains. Prayer has the power to heal wounds. Prayer has the power to open doors no man can shut. Do not underestimate this gift. Use it faithfully, use it often, use it with love. And when you pray, remember that you are not only speaking, but also receiving. Open your ears to my voice. Open your heart to my peace. Open your life to my direction. For prayer is not one-sided. It is communion. It is fellowship. It is union with me. so let the incense of your prayers rise continually. Let them fill your life with fragrance. Let them draw you nearer to me, day by day, moment by moment. And know with certainty, my dear children, that I am faithful. I hear you, I answer you, I carry you, and I love you with a love that will never end. My dear children, never let your hearts grow cold toward prayer. For prayer is not a ritual to be endured, but a lifeline to be cherished. It is not a duty pressed upon you, but a gift I have given you. Prayer is the doorway into my heart, the place where burdens are lifted, wounds are healed, and hope is renewed. When you come before me in prayer, you step into the very center of my love, where all fear dissolves and all grace abounds. Do not believe the lie that only certain prayers matter, those spoken by pastors, leaders, or those who seem strong in faith. Your voice is precious to me. The simplest prayer of a child carries as much weight before my throne as the most eloquent words of kings. For I do not delight in skillful speech, but in sincerity. I listen not to the arrangement of words, but to the cry of your heart. And when I hear your cry, my dear children, I respond with compassion. There are times when you pray and feel no immediate change, and you ask, Lord, did you hear me? I assure you, I heard you before the words left your lips. I knew your need before you even asked. I have stored your prayer like incense in golden bowls before my throne, and I will pour out the answer in my perfect time. My ways are higher than your ways, my timing wiser than your own, and my plan far greater than what you imagine. My dear children, let prayer be like breathing for you. Just as you cannot live without breath, so your spirit cannot thrive without prayer. Let every moment of your day be touched with prayer. Speak to me when you wake, when you walk, when you work, when you rest. Whisper my name when your heart feels heavy. Sing to me when joy overflows. Sit in silence with me when words cannot form. I am near in every moment, and I love to hear your voice. Prayer is not only for you, but for others as well. When you intercede for your brothers and sisters, you carry them into my presence, and I delight in that love. I see the prayers you lift for those you love, for family, for friends, for nations, for the hurting and the lost. None of these are wasted. Each one is gathered. Each one is multiplied. And each one unleashes my power in ways beyond what you can see. You may never know in this life how deeply your prayers have impacted the world, but one day I will reveal it to you, and you will rejoice. Remember also that prayer is not meant to be one-sided. I desire to speak to you as much as you desire to speak to me. Too often, my dear children, you pour out your hearts and then hurry away, never pausing to listen. But if you would wait in stillness, you would hear my whisper. I long to guide you with my counsel, to fill you with my peace, to direct your steps with my wisdom. Do not rush from my presence. Linger, wait, listen, and you will know my voice. My dear children, know that prayer is stronger than every barrier, higher than every wall, greater than every obstacle. No chain of darkness can withstand the power of your prayer. No weapon formed against you can prosper when you take refuge in me through prayer. No storm can overwhelm you when your heart is anchored in communion with me. I call you to stand firm in prayer, for it is your shield, your fortress, your mighty refuge. Let prayer be your first response, not your last resort. Do not wait until despair overwhelms you to come to me. Come in every moment, in every season. I do not grow weary of your coming. I do not tire of your voice. I delight when you draw near, and I rejoice when you trust me with your heart. And hear this, my dear children, I answer in many ways. Sometimes I still the storm around you, and sometimes I still the storm within you. Sometimes I open doors wide, and sometimes I close them to protect you from harm. Sometimes I grant you exactly what you ask, and sometimes I give you something far greater than you dreamed. Always, my answer is given in love. Always it is for your good. Always it leads you closer to me. So lift up your eyes. Do not grow faint. Let hope anchor you, for I am the God who hears. I am the God who answers. I am the God who never leaves you nor forsakes you. I invite you to trust that every prayer you have spoken is safe with me, treasured by me, and answered in my perfect way. Think again of the incense, my beloved ones, rising slowly, filling the air, spreading fragrance everywhere it goes. That is what your prayer does. It fills the heavens. It fills your life. It fills the earth with my glory. Never think lightly of it. Pray continually, for prayer is power, prayer is communion, prayer is love made visible between you and me. My dear children, I call you to deeper trust, deeper. You have prayed and waited long, but I tell you the answers are near. Do not quit now. Do not surrender your hope. The incense has been rising, and the fragrance is filling my courts. At the right time, you will see the breakthrough. At the right time, you will rejoice with songs of deliverance. At the right time, you will testify of my faithfulness. Until then, abide in me, rest in my love, pray without ceasing. And know, my dear children, that I am your Father, who delights in your voice, who treasures your prayers, and who loves you with an everlasting love. My dear children, as this time together draws to its gentle close, I desire to pour out my blessing upon you. Do not let your hearts be troubled, for I am with you always. You have come before me in prayer. You have lifted your hearts, and I have received every word, every sigh, every silent longing. I hold them as treasures, and I will answer them in my perfect way. Let your soul rest in that assurance now, as sunlight breaking through clouds after a storm, soft and steady, filling the earth with warmth again. I long for you to walk in peace, not in striving. I long for you to know that my presence surrounds you, like rivers of living water that flow without end, refreshing every dry place within you. I am the God who brings calm to your spirit, the Father who embraces you when you feel weary, the Shepherd who carries you when you cannot carry yourself. My dear children, lean into me now. Feel my arms around you, steady and strong. You are safe here, and you are loved with an everlasting love. The prayers you have spoken, the burdens you have released, rise even now like incense, carrying fragrance into the heavens. Know that I delight in them. Know that I delight in you. Let hope fill you once again, for I am not far away. I am closer than the very breath you take. Do not be afraid. Do not despair. For I, your Father, am faithful. Remember my promise. Call to me, and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. Let these words settle into your heart like seeds planted in fertile soil, ready to bloom in their season. I will never ignore you, my dear children. I will never forsake you. When you call, I answer. When you cry, I come near. When you wait, I am working. Trust this truth and let it anchor your heart. I see your weariness, and I speak rest over you. I see your fears, and I speak courage into you. I see your tears, and I wipe them away with my own hand. You are not forgotten, you are not abandoned, and you are not unloved. Even now I am surrounding you with my peace, like a calm after the storm, where the winds fall silent and the skies clear, and you can breathe again. Breathe deeply of my presence, for I am here. My dear children, let your faith not be shaken by the delays of this life. Remember the incense that lingers long after the flame has touched it. So too do your prayers linger before me. They are alive, they are powerful, they are eternal. Even when you cannot see what I am doing, know that I am weaving every prayer into a tapestry of glory. One day, you will look back and see how each cry was answered, each sigh was heard, and each longing was fulfilled in a way that only I could bring forth. I bless you now with hope. May hope rise within you like dawn breaking upon the horizon, scattering the darkness of night. I bless you with peace. May peace flow into you like a river, steady and unending, carrying away fear and filling you with calm. I bless you with strength. May strength be yours like the roots of a mighty oak, holding firm even in the fiercest storm. My beloved ones, when the days ahead feel uncertain, cling to me. When the path seems unclear, trust my hand to guide you. When your heart feels heavy, rest it in my embrace. You are my children, and I am your Father. Nothing can separate you from my love. Not trouble, not hardship, not fear, not even death itself. My love is eternal, and you are safe within it. Take courage, my dear children, for the days ahead are not unknown to me. I hold them already, and I hold you within them. Walk forward in faith, knowing that I go before you, I walk beside you, and I guard you from behind. The road may twist and turn, but I am the light upon your path, the lamp that guides your feet, the companion who never leaves your side. And when you grow weary, return again to prayer. Let prayer be your sanctuary, your resting place, your strength. Do not measure prayer by outcomes but by presence, for each moment in prayer is a moment with me, and that is never wasted. Your prayers, my dear children, are precious beyond measure, and I hold them close to my heart. Now I pour out my blessing upon you as a father blesses his children. Receive my peace, let it quiet your mind. Receive my joy, let it lift your spirit. Receive my love, let it heal every wound and fill every empty place. As you leave this time, do not leave my presence, for I go with you. I walk with you into tomorrow. I hold you through the night. I surround you in every moment of your days. Remember the words I have spoken. The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. Take this truth with you. Let it burn like a lamp in your heart. Pray with confidence. Pray with hope. Pray with love. For I am listening, and I am faithful. My dear children, go now in peace. Go with courage. Go with joy. Go with the certainty that you are loved, treasured, and heard. Let your life be filled with prayer, and let your days be filled with hope. And as you carry this message within you, I invite you to share it with others. Let your voice be a light that draws others near. In the same way you have been encouraged here, encourage others also. If this message has blessed you, then in love, share it so that others too may find comfort. Leave your reflections so they may become a testimony of hope for those who read them. And remain connected here, for I long to speak to you again and again, drawing you deeper into my love. Go now, my dear children, wrapped in my blessing, filled with my spirit, resting in my love. The fragrance of your prayers rises before me, and my peace now rests upon you. Forever and always, you are mine.